people on it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Greg's got sneakers on.
Greg is injured. He's dealing with a serious medical condition.
It's something my grandmother had before she died.
See, like, come on.
So bad.
It's first things first.
They're so dumb.
It's true.
Oh my God.
Today,
Welcome back.
does Rodgers need to play the preseason? I don't think that would be in any broadcasting book.
I don't think it would.
See, this is not good. Just the most awkward moment in the world. Meanwhile, bad news out of Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy headed for surgery. Is it Sam Darnold time?
Oh, God.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, it's got to be.
Remember, he was going to be the new Steve Young.
Oh, yeah. Well, in San Francisco, it probably could have been.
Okay, and finally, List Week continues with professional list maker Nick Wright. Which QB is under the most pressure?
Yeah.
All right, I've never done this before. Alongside Coach Mangini, Greg Jennings, I'm Kevin Wildes. Nick?
Yeah.
Was there anyone on the bubble of the QB under pressure?
There absolutely was. But I'm not giving any previews of this because you weren't here yesterday.
No.
And Coach just took a flamethrower to my list. Because he didn't understand it.
Storylines or something?
It was the biggest storylines, and he thought it was like most underrated or something. He didn't get it. Just be honest.
It was a rough list.
He didn't get it.
It was like a Hall of Fame preseason game list.
I saw the list had sentences on it, and I was like, what?
It's storylines. You
Quarterback,
are all hopped up on anesthesia.
I know.
You don't even know.
I saw the list. I was like, put me back under.
So did the audience.
What is happening?
They all wanted a colonoscopy after that list.
We start with Tyreek talking here in the top spot in the NFL 100, and he's not shying away from letting you know about it. Here he is with Kay Adams. Take a listen.
Are you a better player than Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm him.
What's the argument?
I'm him. Chiefs fans already hate me or whatever because I won #1. But guess what, though? I'm like Charleston White. I already got the back end. I already won the award. It's over, man. So y'all can go cry and rain on somebody else's parade because I'm Big Cheetah and I'm #1 in the NFL, and there's nothing you can do about it. I didn't vote it. Your players on your team voted it because they know what's up, man. They know what's up. And I'm talking my trash this year, man, because you know why? Can't nobody guard me. I'm #1.
What, Wildes? I've seen him be confident before, and I've seen him be cocky and full of himself and like peak cheetah. That wasn't it. That was something else. That was, I don't know what that was. I guess that's why the question is reaction.
Well, listen, I think he was wrong on the front end. Chiefs fans don't hate Tyreek Hill. Chiefs fans love Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Chiefs fans love what he brought to the team when he was there, delivering for the vast majority, if you're under 50, the only Super Bowl you've ever seen, and some of the most exciting plays you've ever seen in your life. They loved him when he was a Chief, and they love him playing against him now. Some of the best moments of last year were in games against Tyreek Hill. Trent McDuffie's kind of all-pro moment. I mean, we can show you the clips, I'm sure. This was overseas, strip, score, game-changing play. That was one of the highlights of the year. That might have been where the Chiefs got the idea to do all these Kelsey laterals. Worked so well. That play was a fun one in the playoff game when, again, McDuffie wasn't too cold, Tyreek was. And then this one, just getting mush-faced by L'Jarius Sneed, another, like Tyreek, former great Chief champion, who now, so I disagree with Tyreek. Chiefs fans don't hate him. They love him, and they love playing against him. That's first of all. Second of all, I don't begrudge Tyreek this at all, Greg. Because lists like this is now the only winning he's going to get to do. And so Tyreek's one of the 5 best receivers I've ever seen in my lifetime. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And he has proven that he can win, that he can produce in multiple offenses, Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa. But he's not going to be competing for championships as long as he's with Miami. And so these individual honors is what the top of the mountain really is for him. So I don't begrudge him any of it. I honest to God, I don't. I love the player, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah, if there's a moment you get to wear a crown and you've been voted the #1 best player, you better wear it. And that's what he's doing. Like, look, I don't knock his reaction. I think it's kind of tongue in cheek a little bit, but a part of him truly does believe He's better than Patrick Mahomes in that he's better than every player in the National Football League because he believes, and you kind of have to have that mentality when you're a true competitor and you bring value the way that he's been able to bring it, to your point, in Kansas City, in Miami, despite who's been under center at the consistent rate that he's been. Like, he's always, when you comprise any list of receivers while he's been playing, he's going to be top 3. Like,
yes.
He's just top 3. I'm not going to even say top 5. He's top 3. And so when you have that argument, you have the right to boast in wilds. I don't know. Did you not like it, or was it?
I just felt like the way to really boast is, it's a great honor. I don't know. If he played it cool, I'd be like, wow, he is number 1.
I think he played it that way
But I know it was a little
because
silly
he got
in the
so
interview.
much pushback. Instant pushback.
Immediate
The
pushback.
story on this real quick. The story when it was announced was not Tyreek's number 1. It was Mahomes isn't.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why he responded the way he did.
Well, when you look at, he had a great season last year. It was fantastic. He's had a couple great seasons, but he didn't break the record for receptions in a single season. He didn't break the record for reception yards in a single season. He didn't break the record for receiving touchdowns in a season. He wasn't the MVP. He didn't win the Super Bowl. He hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't won an MVP. He had 119 catches, which is great. So he touched the ball 119 times. Patrick Mahomes handles the ball in the course of the season 1,100 times. So he gets the ball every single time. He's won multiple MVPs. His impact on the game, you can't compare the impact of a receiver to a quarterback.
Okay.
It's not even close.
Coach?
And look,
Greg
if
is
you
gonna
want to
have stand up for
celebrate,
all wide receivers.
100%.
if you want to celebrate a list that, look, great. Celebrate the list in, what are we, August?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what his celebration time is.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it that side of the table that got you on this side now?
No,
Okay,
it's
so
just like
here's where I
Patrick
will push
Mahomes,
back. Like,
Tyreek
no
Hill,
one,
it's like,
I don't believe
okay.
anybody will question the most important position
That's right.
on a team, as it pertains to football, is the quarterback. The most valuable position. And so when you take the most valuable position and you have arguably the best quarterback to ever do it at that position, obviously he's the best. Like, because of the value of the position. But if we're just talking about for this moment, can he have a moment? Can the receivers have some love be shown to them, please? Tyreek, boast, brag,
Greg,
celebrate.
he can have
You
more
already
than a
have a
moment.
Super Bowl.
yeah.
Huh?
Greg, he can have more than a moment. Ramsey the board.
Ramsey.
I
He
knew it
can
was
be.
coming.
I mean, and listen,
I knew it was
he is a board Hall of Famer.
Oh, wow, in
Which is
gold.
why he's in gold.
Exactly.
Last year he was on the board twice.
That's a jacket.
He already was on the special board for the tweets he sent to me and the other things he said. But I mean, it's very simple. People are like, "Oh, Nick, you're creating fake bulletin board material."
That is fake.
I'm better than Mahomes.
It's what
he said.
prime
It's,
No,
it's what the list suggests.
and
The list
he
is
was-
on there, too.
Yeah, by the way, the list is right there. You weren't here, Wilds. I had to put Caleb on there. Or maybe you
I was
were
here
here.
for
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry, you were here. My
Yeah.
apologies. I had to
He
put
just moved down.
Caleb because he said, this is all legitimate. These are not fake. Michael Jordan saying, fat lever all of a sudden was talking trash when he wasn't.
Fat
These,
lever.
okay, who was it?
I don't know, but
Whomever
it was some rookie. Well, that's a good last dance tribute.
But
it was not
regardless,
Fat
this
Lever.
is all real. This is all real. And Tyreek, he is our first ever bulletin board Hall of Famer. Another offseason award that
And I
he can
think
win.
the Go Cry was a direct.
Yes.
That was another.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. I like Tyreek. I got no beef with Tyreek.
Before we move on,
I don't know if it's
Bradford
equal.
Smith.
Bradford Smith. I get him and Fat Lever confused all the time.
Because Fat Lever does look a little bit like
Like LeBradford Smith,
Fat
exactly
Lever.
right.
I'm always like, is that Fat Lever?